What's up, my brothers and sisters? So we have a continuation to the whole saga of Gucci Mane, the big Scarr situation. We have a whole continuation to that. So before we get into the video, drop me a comment, a like, subscribe, mess with the channel. We upload every single day. But to get into this, I'm going to play you guys the clip really quick and then I'll hop back into it.
Like I said, Gucci ain't help with Like I said, Gucci ain't help with Gucci ain't help with Gucci ain't help with Gucci ain't help with time I don't give a fuck about no receipts with no funk ass 10,000. They want enough. My brother's funeral was 60K and all 10K. It's still him. It's still him. It's still him. What's 10 to 60? What's 10 to 60? What is 10K to 60? And for you talking about he ain't have life insurance, he did have life insurance. We made sure he was good. Go back in. Yeah, he had life insurance. Gucci probably had some on him too, but y'all got him fucked up.
So, if you guys saw that, essentially what she's saying is that, first of all, let me break down what happened. Firstly, her family came out, Big Scarr's family came out and said Gucci Mane didn't pay for anything. He said he was going to pay her for the funeral and then ghosted the next day. Now, that sounded really bad because we're like, hey, why is Gucci Mane ghosting the very next day? That doesn't make any sense. But it turns out Gucci Mane actually sent about $20,000 for her funeral. For Big Scarr's funeral, that is more than enough if they're going to have a reasonable funeral for him. If anyone knows funeral prices, 20 grand is about what they will cost, anywhere from 10 to 20. Now, it turns out Big Scarr's family wanted to have a send-off meant for a king, and there's nothing wrong for that, but they wanted to spend $60,000 on this man's funeral. Now obviously Gucci Mane is not going to spend over half of $100,000 on a funeral. So because of that, that's where all this tension comes from. Now, don't get me wrong. They said they spent over $10,000 just on flowers. Like that does that make any sense to anybody? I don't think so. But I need your guys to let me know on that part because that sounds insane. But I think what they more are mad about, honestly, is the fact that they seems like Gucci Mane just didn't want to offer them any more support than just paying for the funeral. Now, one thing that they need to remember is Gucci Mane is their boss, is Big Scarr's boss. He was not his best friend. And I know that sounds brutal, but what I mean by that is Gucci Mane isn't going to have the same attachment and the same care and the same wherewithal as you do for your own family member. So when you tell this man that you're gonna have a $60,000 funeral, he's probably like, yo, I've paid for multiple funerals throughout my entire life, especially in the situation I've come from. Most funerals are only $10,000 to $20,000. Why do they need $60,000? Because now, let's think about it. If Gucci Mane all of a sudden says, okay, well, here's $60,000 and he gives it to him in cash, there's a very high chance and high likelihood that Gucci Mane that they're not even going to spend the $60,000 on the funeral. So it's a very rough thing for people to accept, but it's just the honest truth. And another thing that people need to understand is that his family at this point is just they're just gonna have to grieve like this. Does the sister sound very bitter? Yes, of course, she sounds extremely bitter, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do about it, you know? But what do you guys think about this situation? I need your guys' opinion. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.